Hello everybody, my name is Ethan Twiss, and today I'm going to be talking about TSMC's facility expansion from Taiwan into Phoenix, Arizona. First of all, what is TSMC? TSMC, as the name stands for, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, based obviously in Taiwan. And TSMC decided in 2024 to expand upon their current production capabilities by building a new semiconductor plant in Phoenix, Arizona. This would be the first TSMC production facility domestically in the United States, and mainly one of the current largest semiconductor production facilities and foundries here in the United States in general. And this decision was announced initially in 2023, but this has been delayed over 2 years and will not take place until 2025. So there are many key reasons for the decision to relocate or expand, and the main couple that I chose, starting out with the fact that TSMC wants to increase their global capabilities. So they are looking to expand their production capabilities against their competition, which at the moment is usually China. Their main SMIC production facilities are a very big factor, especially with the geopolitical tensions between China and Taiwan. It was a very big decision and a very big step forward for TSMC to relocate and expand into the United States. So given this, it's a brand new market for them. So being able to put new foundries and new production facilities here, starting out in Phoenix, is a big step for them. And this also will decrease their reliance on strictly overseas production. So especially producers in the United States or anyone like a car company, General Motors, Ford, is completely outsourcing all of these semiconductor chips. So given that we might now have a production facility here in the United States would be a very big step. So there are some short-term impacts, mostly negative, that can happen. So the first, obviously, being the construction delays. We did see that TSMC's production facility here to be built in Phoenix has been delayed for 2 years. So there are definitely issues surrounding that. These are very high-tech facilities, so they have to be done very, very specifically. So there have been delays for that. And another really big issue is the shortage of skilled laborers and skilled workers. So given that this is one of the first main production facilities here in the United States, there is not going to be a lot of skilled labor workforce that has knowledge surrounding semiconductor production. So what TSMC has been doing is, shipping in people from Taiwan, and they're going to run this production facility mainly by themselves to start until they start to have training programs set in place. There are some decent environmental concerns surrounding United States production. Obviously, the United States recently has been trying to decrease their carbon emissions and really try to get their carbon footprint down. So there have been a lot of standards and laws set in place to make sure that there's not too much waste and too much pollution. So this definitely is an impact short term that TSMC is going to have to look for. And another one is it still is going to be an initial short term dependence on foreign countries. So regardless of the production capabilities here in the United States domestically, there are still going to be a lot of dependence on materials. So a big material like silicone and others are still going to be we're still going to be dependent on foreign countries overseas for these initially. Given that there's going to be more production facilities put in place here in the United States after this one, there is going to be a big chance that we're going to start producing these ourselves domestically. But as of now, short term, we are still dependent. Now, positive long-term impacts. There are many of these. Kind of building upon last slide, the first one's going to be reduced reliance upon Asian overseas facilities. So in the future, 3 to 5 years, we're going to be building them here ourselves domestically, and we're going to really start to inshore and try not to outsource so much overseas. And this will improve supply chain operations. Referencing this map next to me, this is just a general idea of how far it is to source from the Eastern Asian segment over to the West Coast or the Midwest, Pacific Northwest. There is such a long travel time and a turnaround and lead time that this will completely cut that out. This will boost global trade, obviously, from Taiwan to the United States, and this can start to open up opportunities for other Asian countries to start to offshore their production capabilities here into the United States. But this can also allow United States entry into the semiconductor capability production because this will allow us to have now skilled workers who are very knowledgeable in this category and we can start to produce ourselves.